Ella the brave elephant. In the golden heart of the savannah, where the sun rose wide and proud, lived a young elephant named Ella. Ella was not the biggest. She wasn't the loudest either. In fact, most of the animals in her herd said she was far too quiet and much too gentle for an elephant. "She's too shy," said one zebra. "She's afraid of her own shadow," teased a baboon. "Always daydreaming," muttered an old water buffalo. But Ella didn't mind. She liked to walk near the edge of the river, watching dragonflies skim the water. She liked soft songs from birds and the gentle rustle of the grass. And though she didn't say it out loud, Ella dreamed of being brave, the kind of elephant who did big things and helped others. One dry morning, when the sky felt a little too quiet, the elephant herd was preparing to move to the next watering hole. They hadn't had rain in days, and the rivers were running low. The little ones were getting tired, and even the grown-ups were growing worried. "Stay together," said Mama Elephant, nudging Ella. "And don't wander too far." Ella nodded, but her ears twitched. She had heard something, faint, far off, like a cry. She turned and saw something small moving near a patch of trees. It was quick, stumbling. And alone. Ella took a few steps closer. Then she saw it, a baby lion cub, tangled in vines, mewing helplessly. Now, elephants and lions were not known to be friends. Most of the time, lions stayed away from elephants and elephants didn't bother lions. But Ella saw the cub's eyes, wide, scared, and pleading. She looked back at the herd. They were already moving, trunks swinging. Ella bit her lip, then stomped gently toward the cub. "Don't be afraid," she whispered, using her trunk to slowly untangle the vines. The cub didn't hiss or claw. He simply stared at her, surprised. Ella picked him up gently with her trunk and placed him in the shade. "I'll find help," she promised. She galloped back to the herd, faster than she'd ever run before. But when she told the others, they frowned. "A lion," said the elders. "Leave him. He is not one of us." "Why risk your safety?" asked a giraffe. "But he's a baby," Ella said softly. "He's scared. He's alone." Nobody spoke for a moment. Then Mama Elephant stepped forward. "If Ella is brave enough to help someone different, then we should be too." One by one, the herd turned back. They helped bring water. They found soft leaves for shade. Even the zebras brought fruit. The lion cub, now stronger, looked around at his unlikely helpers. His name was Leo, and he would never forget Ella. That evening, as the sun dipped low, the herd rested by a cool pool. Ella sat quietly, watching Leo nap beside her trunk. "You were very brave today," said Mama Elephant. Ella blinked. "I didn't feel brave. I was scared." "Bravery," Mama said, "isn't about feeling strong. It's about doing what's right, even when it's hard." Ella smiled softly. The next day, the animals began their long walk across the savannah. But trouble wasn't over yet. As they neared a narrow canyon, a rumbling sound echoed in the distance. The sky darkened suddenly. Thunder cracked. A wildfire was burning behind them. The flames were far, but the smoke was thick. Panic spread through the herd. The narrow canyon path ahead was the only way forward, but a rock slide had blocked it. "What do we do?" cried the young elephants. "We're trapped," shouted a wildebeest. "Help!" called a voice. It was Leo, stuck on the wrong side of a growing flame. Everyone turned to the canyon. Then Ella stepped forward. "I saw another path," she said. "Back near the old baobab tree. A tight trail, but if we move together." She paused. The trail had been steep and narrow, not made for big elephant feet. But she had noticed it while walking, quietly as always. "We can make it," Ella said firmly. The animals hesitated, then followed. Ella led the way. Her ears twitched, her feet were careful, but her heart was steady. They moved slowly, helping one another, trunks guiding trunks, tails brushing tails. And when they reached the clearing on the other side, the air was clean, and the sun peeked through again. Leo leapt into Ella's shadow, safe and grateful. "You saved us again," he said, purring. The animals cheered. "Ella, the brave," said the zebras. "Ella, the guide," called the buffalo. Ella, our hero, said Mama, hugging her with her trunk. Ella looked around, her cheeks warm. I only did what I thought was right, she said. That's what makes us family, all of us. And from that day forward, whenever there was a problem, big or small, the animals would say, let's ask Ella. She sees what others miss. And she always listens. Moral 1. True bravery is helping others in need. Ella didn't roar or charge, she helped. Her courage came from kindness, not force. Moral 2. Even the smallest voice can make a big difference. Ella was quiet, but her actions spoke loudly. Children learn that you don't have to be loud to be a leader. Moral 3. Kindness builds strong friendships by helping someone different. Ella made a lifelong friend. Helping others brings everyone closer.